Have you ever stopped and really looked at the shape in nature? The curve of a seashell, a twist of a tree branch, or the smooth weight of a river stone in your hand. And as you looked, did you feel that it was carrying something deeper, almost as if the form itself was speaking, but in a language without words? That's the beginning of organic abstraction. Welcome back to Between Surface and Silence. I'm Kevin Doberstein, sculptor, painter, and lifelong wanderer in the woods. Today, we explore a question that's been with me for decades. What is organic abstraction? Where did it come from? And why does it still matter, especially now in a world so digital and fast? Part 1, a gentle definition. At its heart, organic abstraction is art inspired by the shapes and rhythms of nature, but not copied from nature, just translated through the subconscious. The forms are flowing, asymmetrical, soft around the edges. They refuse the straight line. They resist the perfect circle. They are alive because they echo the way life itself grows. Think of a seed unfurling. Think of waves moving across the water. Think of clouds dissolving into the sky. This is not geometry. It doesn't measure. It doesn't repeat. It simply breathes. And maybe that's why it always spoken to me, because organic abstraction carries the freedom of nature itself. Part 2, a little history. The idea first appeared during the modern period. Back then it was called Biomorphic abstraction. Artists like Henry Moore, Barbara Hepworth, Jean Arp, they looked into the bones, shells, and stones they collected and turned those into sculptures that felt almost human, almost spiritual. Georgia O'Keeffe did something similar with her flower paintings. She saw into them their hidden depths, making forms that were both natural and abstract. These artists understood something profound, that nature is the original sculptor. Every ridge, every hollow, every worn surface of rock was shaped over thousands of years. They simply listened and translated that language into art. It's a reminder to all of us, the best teacher of form has always been nature itself. Part 3, a story from the woods. Let me take you to a winter day in northern Wisconsin. Snowshoeing deep in the forest, I came across the remains of a white-tailed deer. It has been hunted by wolves, its body stretched out in the snow as if it was still running. I stood there in silence. The woods were cold, but the moment was burning in me. Life and death, fragility and strength, all contained in that one frozen gesture. Later, I carved a piece of black cherry wood with a long-nosed skull, with its curves and hollows shaped by memory, and I called it Still Running. It didn't stay long in the gallery. Somebody else saw it, felt it, and carried it away with them. That's what organic abstraction does. It doesn't explain, it doesn't dictate. It simply opens a door and lets each person walk through in their own way. Part 4, why it matters now. So why talk about organic abstraction today? Because we live in a time where so much is uniform. Pixels, screens, algorithms. Life reduced to speed and repetition. Organic abstraction resists that. It slows us down and it pulls us back into our senses. The curve of a wood grain beneath your hand, the flow of light across a carved surface, the silence of a line that ends before you expect it to. It matters because it reminds us we are not machines. We are part of a living, breathing pattern of the world. In that sense, organic abstraction isn't just art, it's medicine. Part 5, for the viewer. If you stand before a work of organic abstraction, a painting, a sculpture, don't rush to understand it. Don't ask, what is this supposed to be? Instead, simply ask, what do I feel here? What do these shapes stir in me? It could be a silence, it could be a longing, it could be a memory. And all of those are right. There is no wrong way to feel in front of organic abstraction. Part 6, for the artist. And if you're creating, the invitation's even simpler. Loosen up. Forget the rules. Let your subconscious flow into your hands. Walk in nature. Pick up stones. Study their textures. Sketch without trying to be precise. This is not about perfection. It's about presence. And if you allow that presence to guide you, your work will carry something of the timeless into the present. Organic abstraction is more than a style. It is a way of listening. It's a bridge between the seen and unseen, between the physical and the spiritual, between surface and silence. Thank you for sharing this quiet space with me today. If these reflections spoke to you, I'd be grateful you passed them along to someone else who might need a moment of stillness. In our next episode, we will continue exploring this language of form and silence together. Until then, take a slow walk, notice the shapes around you, and let them speak.